NBA DFS players have a huge 8-game slate to sort through on Monday, with the action getting underway at 7 p.m. At Oddsmakers are expecting high-scoring games for Suns vs. Bulls, over-under of 229, Jazz vs. Wizards, 228.5, and Pelicans vs. Magic, 230.5, just to name a few. With plenty of points translating to huge offensive outputs, you'll want to identify the players who present the best value before entering your NBA DFS lineups into any tournament, cash game or 50-50 on daily fantasy sports sites like FanDuel or DraftKings. Before finalizing any rosters, see what Sportsline's Mike McClure has to say. He's a professional DFS player with almost $2 million in winnings in his career, and his top NBA DFS picks, optimal lineups and advice can help you navigate Monday's slate. McClure is also a predictive data engineer at Sportsline who uses a powerful prediction model that simulates every minute of every game 10,000 times, taking factors like statistical trends, matchups and injuries into account. This allows him to find the best NBA DFS values and create optimal lineups that he shares only over at Sportsline. They're a must-see for any NBA DFS player. McClure is rolling through the 2018-19 NBA season, producing multiple optimal lineups that have led to huge returns for followers, including as much as 40x on FanDuel and 84x on DraftKings. Anyone who has followed him is way up. For Monday's slate, we can tell you McClure is banking on Thunder forward Paul George at $11,200 on FanDuel and $9,700 on DraftKings. George is set to handle the load with Russell Westbrook's suspension out for Monday's matchup against the Heat. Even with Westbrook in the lineup, George averages 28.2 points per game. That means he could push well over 30 points, while also supplying plenty of rebounds and assists. He's one of the NBA DFS picks worth paying up for on Monday. Part of McClure's NBA DFS strategy includes targeting Raptors forward Marc Gasol, $7,000 on FanDuel, $6,200 on DraftKings, who has gone off for over 5x value on both sites in his 2 games and gets an extremely favorable matchup against the Knicks. Gasol averages 8 rebounds per game, and he's been supplying assists at a surprisingly high rate recently, averaging 5.3 in his last 3 outings. McClure is also targeting an undervalued player who has a dream matchup on Monday. The stars are aligning for him to return 40, even 50 points on both sites, and he comes at a lower price than you would expect. This pick could be the difference between winning your tournaments and cash games or going home with nothing. So who is DFS pro Mike McClure putting in his optimal NBA DFS lineup for Monday? Visit Sportsline now to see the full NBA optimal tournament lineups from a professional DFS player who has almost $2 million in career winnings, and find out